Part of me was carrying the fear that if she will left me, I would become alone, weak, and unsupported. And there was a lot of insecurity and anxiety in my system. We expect them to regulate our emotions, we expect them to calm our fears, and this is where the relationship starts to suffer. Safety is not outside, it is inside. Have you ever tried to tell your partner you don't like a certain situation or moment and suddenly it becomes a conflict? Why does that happen? The truth is, expressing that you don't like something is not the real problem. The deeper issue is the energy you are speaking from. So when you speak from contraction, your partner may not feel your truth. They may feel your fear, insecurity, control, or pressure. But when you speak from an expanded place, your no can also be felt from love, from maturity, and from lot of presence. So the question is not only what am I saying, but the deeper question is from where inside me am I saying it? So today I want to go deeper into where this pattern originates from and how it shows up in the relationship and how we can begin to transform it. So I would like to start first with my personal journey. I come from a family where I often felt the absence of my father's emotional presence. He was a very strict man and I could feel a lot of pressure and tension in his body. And because of that lack of safe masculine presence, I slowly started developing lack of safety, confidence, and self-value within myself. And my mother was very supportive, but I also felt that she did not receive the kind of space holding, emotional support, and presence she deserved from her husband. And growing up in that environment, I did not learn how to communicate my desires, my needs, my emotional truth to my parents. I learned to hold things inside, I learned to suppress, and I learned to adjust. This is what I actually learned in my childhood. And this is where many of the deeper problems started in my journey. Later, I began to see how these patterns were affecting my relationship with my partner. And there was a lot of insecurity and anxiety in my system. And a part of me was carrying the fear that if she will left me, I would become alone, weak, and unsupported. But slowly I started changing that, and you know how? Let me share it through my own perspective, because maybe this can support you in your own journey as well. And the first thing I would like to bring your attention to is safety. I want to start by saying this: safety is not outside, it is inside. One of the biggest things I understood is this: if you don't know how to offer safety to yourself, you will not be able to understand how to offer the real safety to your partner. And many of us experience moments in life where we feel unsafe. And it may happen in our family system, college, school, intimate relationships, workshops, or friendships. And because we never learned how to create safety within our own body, we start expecting safety from outside. And this is where we begin to rely too much on our partner. We expect them to regulate our emotions, we expect them to calm our fears, and we expect them to constantly prove that they are not leaving. And this is where the relationship starts to suffer, because the expansion, fullness, and the stability your partner is looking for in you cannot come from performance. It has to come from your own inner connection. So the question is, how do we arrive there? So we begin by coming back into the body and asking, what does safety actually mean to me? So for me, safety means being able to make enough money to support myself. Safety means becoming more emotionally balanced. Safety means connecting with my family with more maturity and less blame. Safety means becoming more wiser in my values, responsibilities, choices, and the way I hold space for myself. Safety means knowing that if someone disagrees with me, I don't have to collapse. Safety means knowing that even if my partner needs some space, I don't have to abandon myself. Safety means becoming rooted inside my own body, that love does not feel like survival anymore. And the moment you start building the connection with yourself, something changes. You stop asking your partner to become your entire source of safety. You stop turning every discomfort into a threat. You stop communicating from fear and start communicating with presence. And when safety start living inside your own body, you naturally begin to offer that safety to your partner as well. And now, as we have already spoken about safety, which is a major part of a relationship triggers, I'm going to offer you a conscious movement practice which can support you to bring safety to yourself first. Alright, so let's begin with our first practice, bringing the connection back to our breath, which is our major source to bring safety to ourselves. So I'm going to show you how to first breathe. Okay, so we're going to breathe through our nose and we're going to exhale from the mouth, saying the sound of ha. Okay, this breath going to support you to actually feel more regulated in your system. So let's start with saying the sound of ha with the exhale, and you breathe. As you breathe, you inhale from the nose and you exhale from the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to show you how. So you're going to breathe, inhale, exhale, ha. Inhale again, ha. Inhale again, ha. So now as I'm breathing in from my nose and exhale from my mouth, I'm also bringing the connection to my feet, which is ground. Okay, and I'm also bringing the connection to my knees. So as I'm breathing in, I am little bit going up with my body, like little bit of elevation with your body, and as you are exhaling, bring the connection back to the earth. So we're going to inhale, exhale with the sound of ha, ha, and soften your knees a little bit more, and inhale again, ha. Inhale again, so let's do this at least for 7 times. You and I will be doing together now. Okay, so keep your legs a little bit wider. Inhale, ha. Inhale, ha. Inhale again, ha. Inhale, ha. Inhale again, ha. This time longer breath. Inhale, and one more time. Inhale, and just be quiet. Feel the connection with the ground. Feel the connection with your feet and the ground together. Feel the connection of your knees softening. Feel the connection of your whole body relaxing. Your joints are relaxing. Your whole system is relaxing. And you're just feeling this connection of the earth, which is your foundation for bringing the safety to your body. And now as you have this connection, I invite you to just connect with your heart and your belly. And I invite you to bring the affirmation to yourself saying, I feel safe in my body. And let's do this at least for 7 times together. I feel safe in my body. 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 And just stay here for a moment to feel this connection of safety within yourself. Feel the connection of the ground. Feel the connection of your whole body relaxing, regulating. Feeling the foundation, security within yourself. And let's take a deep breath again with the nose and exhale from the mouth, saying ha again the last time. Inhale. Ha. And gently rub your hands, cup your eyes. And gently opening your eyes. Thank you everybody for doing this practice with me. And I hope you enjoyed the whole journey, what we have spoken about, and also the practice. And I also invite you to practice this every day for yourself. The moment you wake up, you can do this practice, and trust me, you will have an amazing day after doing this practice. Thank you so much everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead.